Time now for Media Watch, a look at what's been making news in the Chinese media. The China Daily reports that more than 30 thoroughbred horses have died of starvation at the Beijing Jockey Club and many others are severely malnourished. The deaths have spurred animal activists to renewed calls for China to enact an animal welfare law. Currently, it has none. The club was the biggest horse racing and breeding facility in China when it opened in 2003, but it was closed in 2005 for alleged on-site gambling. Operators blame a blockade by local villagers in a dispute over rent. This prevented staff and feed deliveries from entering the 400-acre facility. Police were called but said they could not interfere if there was no violence. Dr. Kathy Loeffler of the International Federation for Animal Welfare said it was a tragedy, as in any country with strong animal welfare laws, this could not have happened. The Global Times reports that hackers are trying to penetrate the website of China's Ministry of National Defense. The paper quotes Ministry of Defense sources who say there have been more than 2 million attacks per month on the site since it was launched just 3 months ago. The intensity of these is seen as a sign of the increasing vulnerability facing China's official websites. More than 2.3 million cyber attacks occurred in the first month alone. However, the military says no damage was done due to beefed up security measures and backup systems. The possible motives of the hackers were unclear, and the Defense Ministry declined to speculate. The Chinese military, the world's largest with 2.3 million troops, has come under frequent accusations of hacking into the websites of foreign governments. The Chinese government has rejected any such involvement. Staying with the Global Times and a report on the decision to relocate 15,000 people from Maotai Township in Guizhou Province. The compulsory move aims to facilitate the production of Maotai, possibly China's best-known liquor, which takes its name from the town. 25,000 people live in the town, but experts say the population density will lead to pollution and a shortage of natural resources. A company official said the population was an obstacle for the expansion of production in the short run and destroying the conditions crucial for the liquor in the long term. One resident, quoted by the paper, said as the relocation was to protect the production of the national liquor, he was glad to help out. Maotai is distilled from sorghum and can have an alcoholic content of up to 53%. 99% of Beijingers claim to line up for buses and trains, but a recent investigation shows some etiquette problems still remain in the capital. Metro newspaper says the investigation released by the aptly named Beijing Civilization Office found standards of public behavior had improved since last year. More people were willing to give up seats to the elderly or disabled on buses and trains, and the numbers of those who gave directions when asked were also up. However, the paper said the problems remain with the standard of public behavior in Beijing, especially people who shout in restaurants, elevators, and other public areas. The investigation combined secret public monitoring by 240 inspectors and a survey of over 10,000 Beijing locals and 1,000 expatriates who had lived in the capital for more than 2 years. To Shenzhen now, and the city section of the Guangshen-Yanjiang Expressway, the second expressway connecting to Shenzhen and Guangzhou, will open to traffic in October 2012. The Shenzhen News says the new 8-lane expressway along Shenzhen's western coast is expected to ease heavy traffic pressure on the existing expressway. The maximum speed for the new freeway will be around 60 miles per hour, while the limit on the current is over 70. However, a shorter route will cut traveling time between Shenzhen and Guangzhou to around 1 hour. Work on the Shenzhen section, almost all of which consists of bridges and elevated highway, started in March. The section will cost over $1.6 billion to build. The China Daily reports on a man who has a gripe with his mother even though she bought him a house. 30-year-old Xiang Heqing blames his mother for the fact that he hasn't found a wife because she bought what he says is an unlucky apartment in the central city of Wuhan. Xiang says his mother bought the apartment, which is number 11, on the 11th floor years ago, even though he told her that 11 was unlucky for him. In Chinese culture, the number 1 is associated with loneliness, and the 11th of November is known as Singles Day. A 107-year-old woman shocked her neighbors in Yichuan County, Henan Province recently when she sprouted 2 brand new teeth. The Henan Commercial Daily reports that Zhao Chenhua now frequently shows off her 2 new teeth to curious friends, relatives, and neighbors. Doctors were puzzled by the emergence and said the teething centenarian was extremely rare. Zhao lives with her extended family, which includes more than 60 people spanning 5 generations. And that's Today Media Watch. And in fact, that is all for the team here at BON News for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.